Good morning, Toastmasters of the day, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. My name is Amanda, and I am your surgeon at arms. On behalf of all women and entrepreneurs Toastmasters Club, a warm welcome to everybody in this meeting. Everyone in their life has a mission to achieve. Likewise, this club also has a mission. Our mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. There are a few guidelines I'd like to mention before we begin. It will help us create a respectful and engaging environment. As Toastmasters, we focus on discussion of constructive dialogue and growth. So please be mindful when talking about topics related to sex, religion, and politics. Please keep yourself on mute when you are not actively contributing. This is to minimize background noise and for clarity for all speakers. I request everyone to on your camera so that we can have an interactive session and we can see your beautiful smiles. If you need to step away briefly, please feel free to turn off your camera temporarily. Keep a water bottle next to you so that you don't have to step away unnecessarily. Please use heart emojis and other reactions provided in the Zoom meeting to show your appreciation to the speakers. Last and most important of all, don't forget to enjoy and participate in the meeting. Now, let me introduce you to the president. She's an entrepreneur, communication skills trainer, and the founder of EQ Key. She is helping individuals build emotional intelligence and impactful communication. She has delivered training programs across colleges and startup ecosystems and is a passionate Toastmaster, a Triple Crown achiever, Division Transformation Award winner, served as a club mentor, and she is also a poet at heart. Let me invite our president, Toastmaster Anuba. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amanda. A very good morning to the distinguished Toastmasters. Toastmasters are members and dear guests who have joined us for today's meeting. It is so wonderful to have each one of you with us today because your presence every meeting makes it very vibrant, meaningful, and memorable. So, officially, as the presiding officer for today's meeting, let me declare meeting number 225 of the All Women and Entrepreneurs Toastmasters Club officially open. I can see we have a lot of guests who have joined in. I warmly welcome each one of you, and it would be our pleasure to know you personally. So, can I start with our Toastmaster of the day, Rahul? If you can tell us something about yourself, Rahul.
Sure. Um, I have over 5 years of work experience. I work in pharmaceutical industry and currently based out of Hyderabad, but working from home. And yeah, I love to work on myself. I love self-improvement books, and I'm also a fitness freak guy. So most of the time you will see me doing some exercise here and there, or in between the breaks. And yeah, I love joining Toastmaster because it's like uh, helping me connect with people even when I am working from home. That's all about. Back to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rahul. Definitely, Toastmasters is a platform which gives you uh, an urge to connect with people, network with people, and expand your network. Welcome once again. We have Anita, our evaluator for today. Can we hear from you, Anita?
Hi, my name is Anita, and I'm also an entrepreneur. I have three businesses actually related to finance, corporate training, and architecture. I love Toastmasters because despite speaking for a living, I'm amazed at the humbling experience I have whenever I attend meetings because of the perspectives that people share through their speeches and table topics. Yeah, I've also served as treasurer of my club for 8 terms. That's a bit about it.
So glad to have you, Anita. Welcome to our club and
Thank
looking
you. Anita.
forward to having you in many more meetings to come.
Sorry about my cold, okay? My voice is a little bad. I think I'm sounding like Rani Mukherjee, but sorry about that.
No worries, you are sounding awesome. Can we hear from Muskan? Muskan, something about yourself.
Uh, can I speak after 5 minutes?
Sure, no worries, no worries.
Okay, thank you.
Chitra, we can see you. Can we hear from you as well? Okay, Chitra is on mute. Ria, okay. We also have Raja Priya. Raja Priya, are you a Toastmaster or you're joining us for the first time?
Yeah, ma'am. This Rajati and Priya both are meeting only.
I think,
Actually, my laptop I can't hear. That's why Rajati, that is my laptop one. So
okay,
Priya is my
okay, no
mobile.
worries.
I can. Okay. Yeah, this is the first time I joined. I'm from Bangalore.
Okay. I think we lost the connection. No worries, Ria. We'll come back to you after the meeting once you sort out your connection.
Yeah.
I can see distinguished Toastmaster Kavita has joined us. Welcome, distinguished Toastmaster Kavita, once again. We have Toastmaster Ajay. Toastmaster Ajay, can we hear from you as well?
Hi,
You're
Anuba. Nice to be back in your club.
Yeah, hi.
Thank
Last time when
you.
I did the keynote, I thought I should attend your meetings regularly. So I just came by.
Love to have you, Kavita ma'am. Yes, Ajay, please go ahead.
Yes, hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Ajay Kumar Kadli. I am from Belgavi. Our club name is Belgavi's Toastmaster Centenary Club. I am the current president over there. So I have took the leadership role. I'm just in a roller coaster drive. So I'm here just to explore the other meetings. Thank you for having me here.
Welcome to the club, Ajay. I think we all are in the same division, isn't it? If I'm not wrong, Division F.
Yes.
Yes. So, once again, I welcome each one of you to our meeting today. Before we proceed, let me give you a quick recap of the meeting that we had last week. That was meeting number 224, where we had the installation ceremony of our new club officers. And we were also privileged to hear from an inspiring keynote speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Kavita M. Prakash, who reminded us that leadership is what
Yes, sir.
you make of you. Her message was
Sunday?
powerful that leadership is not a
ನನಗೆ
title.
ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
I request Ajay to go on mute, please.
Okay.
Thank you, Ajay. Today, we
ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು.
have also, Amanda, can you mute
Amanda,
Ajay, please? I think you are the host. Thank you. Today's meeting is an interesting week. If you have seen the poster, we have a very interesting theme today. We all, as Toastmasters, we get a chance to create our own stories every day, isn't it? With our speech, with our leadership roles, or any other role that we take apart from delivering speeches. So, to lead us with the meeting today, I invite on stage Toastmaster Rahul, who is our Toastmaster of the day. Rahul Swami, a fitness enthusiast by passion and a marketing analyst by profession at Sanofi Hyderabad with over 4 years of work experience, An ambitious, strategic thinker with a knack for learning new things, he has come back again to the Gabbies to continue his public speaking journey. In his free time, he loves to work out and spends time with his pets and his family. With a huge round of applause, let us welcome Toastmaster of the Day, Rahul, to lead the meeting today. Over to you, Rahul.
Thank you very much for the warm introduction, Presiding Officer Anubha. Very good morning to all the Toastmasters, dear guests, and um, the viewers. Today, I am reporting live from All Women Entrepreneurs Toastmaster Club, your very own reporter, Rahul. And today, I welcome you to a special broadcast where you are the news, where every speaker makes headline. Every evaluator is an investigation journalist, and every table topic becomes a headline. And at the end of today's meeting, some some highlights will become headlines in the newspaper. And fasten your seat belts, switch off your phones, keep them on silent so that you are live with us. So before I introduce the theme, I would like to ask one question to you. If you were in newspaper tomorrow, what kind of headline would you be? Anybody? It can be a Nobel Prize winner, or a Toastmasters winner, or something else. Yeah, I can see Pradum. Yeah, yes. Please go ahead. I cannot hear you. Can you please keep your mic near to yourself?
Check, check.
Yeah,
Yeah, great.
can hear you.
So, I don't know what headline would I have when I fall in paper, but long ago during my childhood, I have been into paper once.
Wow, wonderful. Then what
Like
was the headline?
young scientist.
Young scientist. Awesome.
The scenario was in we went to okay, that was the time of Sankranti in 2010. 2010 when I sorry 2011, yeah, it's 2010 when I was studying fifth
Mhm.
in 2010, and I went to Birla Planetarium, Hyderabad, and there the solar eclipse vision was happening, Jan 14, 2010. So while viewing all the solar eclipse and all the thing, the this press people have been capturing our photos and videos. Then one of them in one of the papers the next day in one of the local editions there was a photo of that, and so that's
Wow.
that's how I came in the paper.
But wonderful. We have a scientist among us, young scientist. Great. Anybody else who would like to share their headline if they came next day in newspaper? What it can be? I saw some raise of hands before. Yeah, I think Toastmaster Kavita. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Rahul, for this interesting theme. Um, so, 8 years back, I used to conduct international spelling bee tournaments. And every time I went to a school, our photo would get published in the newspaper. And almost every other day, I would be appearing in the newspaper. And I became very famous. They used to call me the spell bee queen, the queen bee of spelling bee. And it was nice because everywhere I went, in malls or railway station, bus stand, airport, children would come running to me and say, "Hi, Kavita ma'am, how are you?" And all that I would have done was just about 2 hours of interaction. And it really helped me a lot to gain my confidence. And I felt nice. The children were also recognizing, parents also were connecting with me. So that's my little headline story.
That was interesting one, and I think we can have you as a grammarian for today's meeting at least because you are already a champion in spelling.
Yeah, yeah, sure. But
Good
there's
to
already
hear.
one grammarian.
But yeah, there's already one grammar, but I can vouch out for you for the next meeting at least. Thanks for
Sure.
sharing that. And with this, if we have somebody else, or we if we don't have, I will move on to the next segment of where I will explain how this meeting will go. So we will have speaker segment and which is followed by evaluation, and then we will have the table topic section. But before that, I would like to introduce our general evaluator who will be keeping a eye on all the happenings in the meeting and will be sharing the feedback on how things are happening. So before I introduce, our general evaluator is Pradyumna. I hope I am pronouncing the name correctly, but Pradyumna is a member of Wipro Beats Toastmaster Club, a certified nutritionist, won five consecutive triple crowns, two times pathbreaker, and twice runner-up in ISC area level, once in table topic, evaluation, and HSC. He played several roles in XCOM like Sergeant at Arms, VPE, Treasurer, President, VPPR, at all roles except CJ. And he's an open book for all of us, which always reads an extra page. He's already like a breaking news because we have heard from him that he's a young scientist. Over to you, Pradyumna.
Thank you, Rahul, for a wonderful introduction. How are you all? Hello. Hi. How are you?
We are good, Pradyumna.
Great. You know what? I'm very much afraid of this role. But still, one of one of the members of this club have pushed me to take up the role. Despite I said I'm afraid, so let me try what happens. So, as the general evaluator, what will I do, Ritiksha? Ritiksha?
Yes, tell me.
As a general evaluator, what will I do?
If I will tell them, then what's the point?
Come again, please.
You want me to tell the guidelines for general evaluator?
Yeah. What will I do? And
What you will do? You will have a keen observation of all the speakers
right,
about their good usages of language or any grammatical mistake or anything which we can improve on our speech.
great. So half of the script is read by
Yeah,
Ritiksha.
I made your job easy.
And can I do it alone, Tejaswini?
Sorry?
Can I do this role alone?
Yeah, you can do it.
You will know shortly. Kavita, do you think can I do this role alone?
Not at all. You need 3, 4 people because One CCTV camera cannot monitor all areas.
So
You need a network of CCTV cameras.
what are the other CCTV cameras called?
The tag roll, timer,
Yes.
counter, and grammarian.
Yes. So my script is read, my introduction is given by you, the members of today's meeting. So let me call those tag roles. Tag number one, the CC camera number one, they just the timer. Please do explain your role. Sorry, I did not take your introduction, so I request you to introduce yourself.
Mm. Good morning, everyone. My name is Tejaswini. I'm working as a software engineer in Hashdin by Deloitte company. I'm basically from Bangalore. Uh, Today I'll be playing, I'll be serving as a timer for the meeting. Classic. Time is one of our most valuable resource. When we manage it well, we show respect for every speaker and ensure that meeting runs smoothly and efficiently. My responsibility is to monitor the time of every role player and speaker throughout the meeting. I will use a green card. Let me just show you. Yeah. Um, I'll be using a green signal card to indicate the minimum time and yellow signal card to indicate the intermediate time. And also, I will be using red signal card to indicate maximum allotted time. This will be the red card. And next, each speaker will also have a 30 seconds grace period to conclude after the red signal. I'll be explaining duration for today's session. Icebreaker speech will have a 4 to 6 minutes. 4 minute I'll be displaying a green card at 4 minutes, and I'll be displaying yellow card at 5 minutes, and also I'll be displaying a red card at 6 minutes. Okay. For evaluation, we will be having 2 to 3 minutes of time. 2 minutes at 2 minutes I'll be showing green card, and at 2 minutes 30 seconds I'll be showing yellow card, and at 3 minutes I'll be showing red card. And also for table topics, we will be having 1 to 2 minutes of time. For at 1 minute I'll be showing green card, and 1 minute 30 seconds I'll be showing yellow card, and at 2 minutes I'll be showing red card. And for general evaluator, it will be like 5 to 6 minutes. 5 minutes I'll be showing green card, and 5 minutes 30 seconds I'll be showing yellow card, and 6 minutes I'll be showing displaying red card. I request everyone to kindly adhere to the allotted time so that we can enjoy and well organized meeting and finish on scheduled time. This is my third meeting and first meeting as a role taker, so I would like your support, and if I make any mistake, please correct me and support me. Thank you and have a wonderful meeting. Over
Thank,
to you, Pradeep.
yeah. Thank you, Tejaswini. Sure, you will be supported to fill your mistakes. Yes, mistakes are done, but not to worry about them because they will happen even if you try not to do. If you don't make mistakes, you are not growing, is what your elders says. Next, our R counter and grammar. So, Anubha is playing the language evaluator. Anubha is a kind of partner in crime where I always pulling her leg, always pull her leg sometimes, and she deals it with very calm and composure. Anubha, the stage is all yours. Maybe you can give one of the roles to Kavita.
Okay. Distinguished Toastmaster Kavita, would you like to take up grammarian?
Sure, Anuba. I'll do it. But I
Okay,
cannot come on
great.
camera. I'm in a outside place. So
That's
yeah.
No worries, no worries. So, good morning once again. Today, I am going to play the role of the R counter as well. Imagine you have written the perfect story, but every line you have, mm, uh, you know, and suddenly your story doesn't quite flow the way that you intended it to be. That's where the role of our counter comes in, the editor of your spoken stories. While we focus on sharing our ideas, the R counter listens carefully to see, that is the crutch word. For example, if I say, so I thought to watch a cricket match. Here, the word so is being used as the crutch word. Similar examples are actually, basically, honestly. The second is F, that is the filler words. If I say, mm, yesterday I went for a picnic. Uh, we had a lot of fun. Here are the filler words that you are using in your sentences. The third is L, that is the long pause. Love eating ice cream. Pause. But it has a lot of sugar. Here, the long pause between the two sentences is not required. And the last one is R, that is the repeated words. For example, if I say, I love watching comedy movies, I think it is a stress buster. Here, I is the repeated word that you are using. These fillers may seem harmless, but when they appear often, they soften the strongest message that you want to deliver. So, as our counter today, I will be listening carefully and noting the use of these sounds and repetitive words. And I will present my report once I am called by the general evaluator at the end of the meeting. Back to you, Toastmaster Pradyumna, our general evaluator.
thank you, Anubha. Next, our grammarian, the wild card entry by Kavita M. Prakash. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. As the grammarian for today's meeting, I have two roles. One is to announce the word of the day and the phrase of the day, and the second is to keep a tab on all of them. So I request all the attendees to maybe flash a thumbs up emoji when you see that someone is using the word of the day and the phrase of the day. And the second duty that I have to perform is to take note of all the good usage of grammar and vocabulary, and also make sure if there is some inappropriate use to point it out and give the correction. The word of the day is pioneer. I spell it Pioneer, which means someone who did it the first time, someone who tried doing something and launched it the first time. Uh, awesome Women Entrepreneurs Toastmasters Club is a pioneer in motivating women to speak effectively. The phrase of the day is all in the game. All in the game means that you have to accept um, certain positive and negative things that happen in the flow of life because it is all in the game. Usage in the sentence: I live in an apartment and it's all in the game to have not just people's houses, but houses of pigeons, houses of monkeys, houses of many other living things. We call this community living. It's all in the game. And I hope you will use these two: word of the day is pioneer, phrase of the day is all in the game. That means to take everything in your stride as it comes. Over to the general evaluator, Pradyumna. Thank you.
Thank you, Kavita, for making a wildcard entry and providing us a pioneer, to providing us a wonderful word of day and phrase of day. Yes. Sometimes making wildcard entries would be the pioneer, and it's all in the game to make mistakes and as well as to hit the highs. So this is my team and my role. We shall come back with our reports when we are called. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator Pradyumna. Because we are lagging behind a little bit on the time, I will quickly move on to another segment, which is speech segment. But to evaluate our speaker, Toastmaster Amanda, we have somebody who is going to be the evaluator, that is Toastmaster Anita. Every great news story deserves a thoughtful analyst, and today's analyst wear many hats. Heart. So Toastmaster Anita, she is an entrepreneur who successfully runs three businesses spanning in finance, corporate training, coaching, and architecture. She's already a pioneer, right? Because of these businesses, startups. And she is isn't just building businesses. She's also exploring world through books, traveling, and cooking. Her dedication to service is equally remarkable as she's having served as treasurer for incredible 8 terms in KTMC Toastmaster Club. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Anita, who's evaluator. I hope she's there.
Yes, I'm very much there.
Then thank you. Thank you for your confirmation. Now I would like to introduce the speaker, Toastmaster Amanda. She's giving an icebreaker speech today, and she is a video editor, spoken English tutor, YouTuber, songwriter, and a BBA student. Wow, many things at a very young age. Since joining Toastmaster in 2023, she has actively served as in couple of leadership roles like SAR, SA, VPPR, and now serving as Vice President membership at this club. Beyond Toastmaster, she writes and shares her own original songs on YouTube. Please help me welcome Toastmaster of the day. Sorry, Toastmaster Amanda. And I would also mention her speech title. She is.
Rahul,
I will. I will.
Rahul,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. Let Anita explain the guidelines for the speech first. Then we
Okay.
move on with
Sure.
Rahul.
Sure. I was not aware about that. Thank you. Back to you,
I
Evaluator
think it
Anita.
would, yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Rahul. It would be fair to say that my speaker is going to be a pioneer as she is starting, as her speech objective itself is to start her Toastmaster journey. It's called as icebreaker, which means that the primary objective of the speech is to introduce herself by sharing about herself with the rest of the club. I wish my target speaker all the very best. Toastmaster of the Day, over to you.
Thank you.
The duration, I'm so sorry. The duration is 4 to 6 minutes. So when called upon by the GE, I'll share my evaluation.
Thank you for giving the details of the project. So let's call upon Toastmaster Amanda. Just getting started. Just getting started. Toastmaster Amanda.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
When you were in school, Did you ever worry about the future? Did you ever wonder whether or not you'll ever find your passion? Were you ever scared that you'll never truly come up in life? That's exactly how I felt when I was younger. Good morning, Toastmasters of the Day, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and guests. My name is Amanda, and I was born in Mumbai on May 26, 2004. I was brought up in Kerala, and I speak 4 languages: English, Hindi, Malayalam, and Tamil. I consider myself an Indian in the truest sense, having relatives scattered all over this country. I live with my mom, my dad, and my younger sister, Natalia. My parents are the perfect examples of opposites attract. My younger sister is in ninth standard and is studying in Assisi school, the same school I studied in. When I was in high school, I was part of the youth leadership program. This was where I was first introduced to Toastmasters. To be honest, this is the only place where I feel like I truly belong. When I enter a meeting, I feel like I've come to my second home. After 12th standard, I enrolled in a BBA program. After struggling through the first year, I asked myself, was this really meant for me? Against the advice of everyone, I dropped out. Interestingly, life has a notorious way of working out. This year, I decided to go back and continue that BBA. The real shift, however, happened when I was 19. My mom signed me up for a stitching course, and while doing that course, I made a friend. I was talking to her about wanting a part time job, and she asked me, why don't you teach my kids English? My first thought was, English is my first language. I do speak it better than most people here. And then I wondered, is that really a qualification? Turns out it is. You just have to be a little bit better than the person you are teaching. That is how I became a spoken English tutor. My first two students were 2 teenagers. They were incredibly naughty. When I would try to teach them how to have a conversation, they would hit one another as part of the dialogue, and it would quickly turn into a WWF match. Somehow, I managed to improve their English. And seeing their progress, my dad eventually asked me to teach his office staff as well. But beyond teaching and business, I have a deeper calling. I'm a songwriter, and it has been 4 years since I started, and I am entirely self taught. I had originally started video editing just for my YouTube videos, but my dad, seeing my skill and how quickly I learned, brought me on as an editor in his company, which provides technical support for medical conferences. And that is how, at 20, I became a professional editor. I have realized that the fear of the future was just noise. By embracing the unexpected, the editing, the switching classes, the tutoring, I have not just found a path, a career path. I have found the courage to pursue my true arts work, songwriting. I have realized in my YouTube channel, feelings into lyrics is more than just a project. It's a place where I turn my experiences into art. From this journey, I have learned that life isn't a straight line. Sometimes you have to take the detours. Sit through a switching class, edit a medical conference to realize that what in life to realize in life what makes you tick. I am no longer that scared teenager wondering if I'll ever come up in life. I'm a storyteller, a creator, and most importantly, I'm a Toastmaster. I'm so happy to be here sharing my story with you in my second home. I am just getting started. Thank you.
Please stand up, everyone, for the icebreaker speech of Toastmaster Amanda. I totally agree with you. I have been through that phase, Amanda, where we don't know what our passion is, what are we going to do in our life, but we all experience um, but we all experience life and get to know our passion. And I think you have explored many things in your life. That's why you have got better in many things. And this is something you can like you can pursue as a career. And currently you are doing quite well. You're not just getting started, you have already started and you have become a headline. Now, moving on to our another section where other Toastmasters will also be having wonderful news is for that we have a table topic section. And to conduct this table topic section, we have a table topic master, that is Toastmaster Madhvi. Toastmaster Madhvi brings more than 2 decades of experience in IT industry. She believes in enjoying life and values surrounding herself with strong leaders, good friends who inspire continuous growth. I have no doubt she will have some exciting headlines waiting for our brave reporters today. Please welcome our breaking news anchor, Toastmaster Madhvi.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Rahul. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished Toastmasters, and my dear guests. And today's theme is You Are in the News. It's all about celebrating the stories we create every day. Sometimes the biggest headlines are not about celebrities or politicians, they are about ordinary people doing extraordinary things. So now imagine the spotlight is on you. You are the headline, the trending topic, the breaking story. Let's hear what makes your news worth sharing. I'll be giving or reading out here headline and you will tell us the story behind it. Are you ready to make your debate in the news?
Yes.
That's great. Okay. Now I'll be expecting the volunteers who want your story to be an headline news. Who wants a story to be your headlines? Okay. Thank you, Saravana. Now, hello, all. The breaking news. Saravana oversleeps, but still makes it to Toastmasters. Saravana oversleeps but still makes it to the Toastmasters. Over to you, Saravana.
Dear Toastmasters and my dear guests, there are two types of sleep. One is physical body getting rest, and another one is absent-mindedness. We all are awake, there are many who are still asleep. We are asleep where we need to focus. Instead of focusing on the right thing, we focus on something else. So that is also considered as asleep. It was my sleeping time when I came out of my college. Once I joined into a corporate, one small company, startup company, I found initially itself, I found I need to awake because communication is the key. Unless I communicate properly, I will be like a sleeping person. So immediately I searched for available resources and I found one institute that uh, teaches the communication skills. So I immediately joined. And the moment I joined, within 1 week, I found in that company, in the notice board, one newspaper was with my photo and it was hanging in the notice board. I was wondered who took my photograph in the institute when I was attending the class and how come it is in the newspaper, that too the very popular newspaper like Hindu or Times of India. So I was wondered, and then I inquired. Then I found that head of the company was taken initiative because I'm technically good, but I was not good at communication. So he, to encourage me, he uh, uh, placed that in the notice board to uh, create the awareness of communication in the rest of the team members. So that is how I see the importance of Toastmasters, and I've joined as a joint Toastmasters. And back to you, Toastmaster Madhvi. That's my take on this.
Thank you, Toastmasters Pravan Kumar, for highlighting the intangible benefits we are getting through the Toastmasters community. Now, our next trending news is a Toastmaster Archana forgets password for the 100th time. A Toastmaster Archana forgets passwords for the 100th time.
I would say it's a wrong news. I have forgotten to password for the millionth time, not only 100. So why do we forget password? Because I have so many email IDs. I have so many YouTube email IDs from where I could enter into the YouTube. So that's how every time I enter into the YouTube or any kind of Facebook, I was out of it because I used a different email ID for one social media and used another for the other social media. And every time I just try to enter into it, I have to click on the forgot password button and then I get another password for it. And I, as usual, forget it. And that is how I have so many accounts. But still, I don't remember the password. And people say that we must use passwords that are close to our heart. Uh, and most of the time, I use my password as my name, but different numbers I have to add because there's a setting where we have to use the numbers, we have to use the at the rate or something like special character into that. So this is what gives me a lot of different ideas to use it, and that's how I forget the password. But it's not about only password. There are many things in life where if we try to lock them up and to preserve it for a longer period of time, you will eventually forget the keys. And this is how life does not work. We need to be open up. We need to open up to others also and to ourselves also. And um, everything hidden cannot be taken as a treasure. So don't forget the password. That's the bottom line. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archana. I really like the way you started it. It's not an 100th time, it's a million time you forgot the password. And it's true that since we are enabled to use multiple IDs, we often forget and misuse or wrongly use a different ID's password, another one. Now, my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, today's hot news is Toastmaster Ritik Shah becomes champion of procrastination. Toastmaster Ritik Shah becomes champion of procrastination.
Um, Thank you so much for giving me this topic. And I guess you know better about me than I know about myself. Uh, I guess in just one or two conversation, you understood about me very well. Yes, there are few things which I am procrastinating. Maybe because I feel that is not so important currently. So, for example, waking up and making a bed. So, I feel that is not important. You can just do it after 1 hour or 2 hours, and I just delay it. And this thing then it becomes a pattern and I carry forward in other things as well. For example, in terms of posting on social media, showing up on social media, or in terms of showing up on Toastmaster. But yes, we have a very good team available in Toastmaster who encourages each other, who appreciates, motivates each other to show up every meeting, no matter what our inner mind says, our inner demon says to procrastinator. So that's the beauty of the club, which I'm finding it, and that is helping me somewhere to not give excuse and to show up no matter what your inner demon says. So this is the beauty of club, and that is why I am showing up in every meeting. And thanks to all the Toastmaster for making this event so beautiful and that makes me to show up every meeting. Thank you. Over to Madhuri.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritik Shah. And yes, everyone assumes that it's not so important. Probably we can do it. That's how we ended up to procrastinate um, for a longer period. Now, Toastmasters, there is a viral news. You know what it is? A Toastmaster Bharti Sukumar funny selfies crashed the internet. A Toastmaster Bharti Sukumar's funny selfies crashed the internet. Over to you, reporter Bharti Sukumar.
Madhavi Krishnan was giving me the topic about how my funny selfies burst or broke the internet while I was off camera taking funny selfies, and little did I know that she already knew about it. In the world of selfies, where if you see all the Instagram pictures, the profile pictures, people in their 20s and people who are in late teens, they take aesthetic selfies where they'll be like, don't show their face. They'll take the camera and their face will be on the side, on the back, and like whatever. In my opinion, as a person who is in early 40s, I always thought selfies are meant for people who didn't find a person to take a photo for them. Like back then, when we used to go and visit somewhere, some place, we used to just a tourist spot. We just go to a fellow tourist and say, "Hey, please take me a picture, na? Please take me a picture." And that's how we used to manage. But in the era of selfies, everybody is having a camera or GoPro or whatever and taking a selfie. And then seeing all these teens and people in the 20s taking selfies, I also got into the world of taking selfies. But please note, I started to take serious selfies, but people found it so funny that it broke the internet. And everybody thought my serious selfies or my normal selfies are too funny for the internet. Thank you. Over to you, Madhvi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bhati, for sharing and brought in thought that whoever is on off the camera are busy in taking selfies. Now, the next headline uses a Toastmaster Pratiksha cooking experiment shocks the neighborhood. Toastmaster Pratiksha cooking experiment shocks the neighborhood. Pratiksha, I hope you are able to hear us. Toastmaster Pratiksha. Okay, let's give her a time. Probably she might be having a mic issue. Let's go with our next top story. Sindhu Suresh saves the Wi-Fi connection. Sindhu Suresh saves the Wi-Fi connection. Toastmaster or guest Sindhu Suresh, are you able to hear us?
Yeah. Thank you so much. Could you please repeat the topic? I didn't get.
The top story is Toastmaster Sindhu Suresh saves the Wi-Fi connection. Wi-Fi connection.
Good morning, Table Topics Master, and good morning to all. Yeah, I hope I'm audible. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Good morning, Toastmasters, Table Topics Master, and all the other members and guests of this meeting. Saving something is my long time desire or wish. So saving anything gives me a sort of ecstasy where I feel like I have done something for myself. So as I would like to say, as a table topics master said, each day I see that I save one or the other, either saving something in terms of knowledge, that is learning something, or saving in terms of money, that is going for a purchase where I could get valuable thing for a discount, and at the same time saving Wi-Fi. According to my understanding, I normally try to save my Wi-Fi, keeping all the internet connections off because I could focus more on myself. Nowadays, I felt that I had wasted a lot of time watching something which is not admirable, or I found that it was not helping me a lot. So saving what's internet, that means saving for someone else without myself using it. I think it benefits me a lot. And really, I think I wish all of the members over here to try this because definitely it is going to bring a big change in yourself. And before doing it, just see that you are using it wisely and it is helping you. That's all. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sindhu, for sharing the nice tip. Now, the next exclusive news is a Toastmaster Satish caught dancing at work. A Toastmaster Satish caught dancing at work. Toastmaster Satish, I hope you are listening to us and you are on the exclusive news. No, I think they've been.
Hello, very good morning.
Yes, thank you. Over to
Dancing,
you.
so dancing become viral. That is the topic.
Yes, Toastmaster
Okay.
Satish caught dancing at work.
Actually, this literally happened with me when we were working in COVID ICU. We could save many patients, but I still remember the first patient we saved. That was the peak of COVID in 2020. Everybody dying, but we saved a gentleman. I was working in Abha Hospital, Rahaba Hospital in UAE. At that time, one local Arab was infected with COVID and he was admitted. And finally, because of his or our effort, we luckily saved him. So soon after saving, we are sending him out. So we all literally danced in front of camera. That was a beautiful moment for all of us. And this became a viral video at that time. That everybody saw this video and all of them praised because we saved one of the local with our effort. And that was the story I remember when I hear about this topic. So still, I have that photo and I used to share every year again and again. That was one of the best moments I ever had in my practice. So that is one of the dancing, that movement. Automatically, the people are all happy. When they are happy, they used to dance. That is what is happening. So that has happened with me also. That went viral. So everybody might have similar stories to tell, and I hope the whole world is dancing now on football. Thank you. Over to the Toastmasters. Table topic now.
Thank you, Toastmaster Satish, for sharing it. Yes, everyone loves to dance. I think like probably your dance movement might have been made you go viral on the news. Now, our Toastmaster Pratiksha, our local heroine, saves the last slice of pizza. Toastmaster Pratiksha, the
Am I
heroine of
audible
the club. Yes, we could able to hear you.
now? Yeah, okay. Actually, I'm traveling, so I was not able to there was a network issue, I think. Can you please repeat the topic, Toastmaster Madhavi once?
Yes. So our local heroine, Toastmaster Pratiksha, saves the last slice of pizza.
Okay. So this news is half correct and half wrong. So I am not local heroine, first of all. I am global heroine. And yes, I saved the last slice of pizza. So the last weekend, I invited my neighbors for guests. So uh, my family was insisting since so long to invite them, but I was not able to make up some time. But yes, then last weekend I've got some time and I invited on the dinner. So we have ordered a lot of food and we cooked some food. So there was a different pizza that we have ordered, which I have never tested before. So I tasted, I found it very, very tasty, and I was tempting to take one more slice, but I was not able to pick the same because of the the etiquettes and the embarrassment in front of the guest. So just to save that last slice of pizza, I cooked a different dish, that is chocolate biryani, so that the attention of the guest goes to the different dish rather than that pizza. And somehow I could and that way I was able to save that last slice of pizza, and I enjoyed that. It was very, very delicious. Thank you so much, Master Madhav, for the topic.
Thank you, Toastmaster Pratiksha, the global heroine, not the local heroine, for correcting the news headlines. Yes, now the next trending news is our guest Smita eats dessert before dinner. Our guest Smita eats dessert before dinner. Smita, I hope we are audible to you. Where is Smita? Oh, is she dropped? Okay. So probably now let's bring in our next exclusive news. Our Toastmaster Ajay's ringtone makes everyone laugh. Our Toastmaster Ajay's ringtone makes everyone laugh. Over to you, reporter Toastmaster Ajay. Toastmaster Ajay PTC.
Skip it to someone else because I'll be not able to do this in some other.
Are you looking for some other topic?
No. I cannot speak here. I'm at something else. Please carry on the meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Apologies.
No worries. We found one more exclusive news, the trending news. Our Ria's Galaxy A6 Plus ringtone. It also makes everyone laugh. Ria's Galaxy A6 Plus. Are you able to hear us?
Ma'am?
Yes, Ria.
Ma'am, the first time I joined, can you give
Your voice is breaking.
yeah. No, sometimes network issue.
No, still your voice is.
She said network issue.
Network issue. Okay, let's invite our guest Chitra. Chitra's cooking experiment shocks the neighborhood. Our headline news is Chitra's cooking experiment shocks the neighborhood. Over to you, reporter Chitra. Chitra, are you with us? Okay. Looks like many headline news are there, but somehow the reporters are not available to answer. Let's hear from Suresh. Who else want to volunteer? Raja Priya Yar. Is Priya available? Reporter Priya available?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. That is in trending news. Our guest report Priya becomes heroine by killing a mosquito. Our guest Priya becomes heroine by killing a mosquito.
Which I think that's the first time I'm not that much fluent in English.
Your voice is again breaking. Unable to hear us. Hear you.
Now we can hear?
We can, but there is a lot of noise.
Ma'am, actually, it's the first time I'm joined. I, I'm not that much fluent, but anyway, just like
Okay, okay, I got you, Priya. No worries. Toastmaster Amanda is on the headlines now. Toastmaster Amanda invents world's funniest alarm tone. Toastmaster Amanda invents world's funniest alarm tone. Toastmaster, over to you, reporter Toastmaster Amanda.
Yes. So, unlike all of you, I don't have a smartphone. I have this kind of phone. So, I have to stand out somehow, right? Because so I decided to make something unique that so I'll stand out when my phone rings. So whenever someone calls me, people now pay attention to me because my ringtone is so funny. What's funny about this? It's like I coded this ringtone to sound like the laughter of a old lady, not just any old lady. You know the witch laughter that you hear in ghost movies. That very creepy kind of sound. So whenever it's like even when you're sleeping, if my phone rings, it's like a perfect alarm tone also. And I chose this ringtone because I happened to hear it in um a YouTube short, and the moment I heard it, I was like, if I had this ringtone in my phone, forget about alarm tone. My mom just has to call me, and I'll get up either out of fear or because or because I'm choking with laughter. I think what makes my ringtone unique is that I made this ringtone myself. I used AI and made it myself, you know. I don't think anyone else has the same ringtone as me. And my friends all agree with me that it's funny because I showed it to them also. And the moment they heard it, they were like, I also want the same thing. I told them, no, not possible. This ringtone is just for me. Yes, so my tone is the funniest ringtone in the world, and that's what makes my phone ringtone the unique one and the funniest ringtone that there is. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amanda, for sharing that you invented your funniest alarm tone, even without using the Android phone. Thank you, all the reporters. You have now proven that every Toastmaster has a headline worth reading. Let's keep making news that inspires, uplifts, and make people smile. Over to the host of the day, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rahul.
Please give a huge round of applause to the table topic master. She has done a wonderful job in keeping the table topics engaging and funny. And the reports were wonderful from all the table topic speakers. Let's move on further an agenda, and I would love to call upon the general evaluator so that we can hear the reports of timer, our language evaluator, and yeah, are you there, Mr.
Yes,
Adanya?
I'm
Yeah.
here right for you. I am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Thank you. Before me starting my headlines, let us have the news coverage of the evaluator Anita Rao.
Thank you, everybody. Happy to report this flashing news at about 11:15 a.m. about our very star speaker of the day, which is Toastmaster Amanda. Well, what can I say? Some fun, some interesting tidbits, some masala, some deep philosophy, all in the game, right? That's exactly what our pioneer speaker, Toastmaster Amanda gave us. And I must say, I was pretty amazed at the quality of the speech right at the icebreaker level. I was trying hard to poke some things, but then I realized I have great things to share primarily. Coming to three main things that I really loved about the speech. The number one, very simple, straightforward, direct title, just getting started. And what a rich usage of body language and language. Let me help with some examples how she did that. For example, she said, younger sister. So she used body language. Opposites attract. Enter the room. Second home. So use of language and use of body language both were so bang on, and they were peppered throughout the speech. So title, your usage of body language and language, a little more about the vocabulary as well. When you say, and I'm sure the grammarian has made a note of it, fear of the future is noise. Life is not a straight line. It is sometimes good to take a detour. So yes, peppering this whole speech with great use of language and body language was one of the big highlights for me. Third point that I really loved is the right mix of logic, credibility building information, and the emotional quotient. The logical elements were BBA, I can speak languages, I'm an Indian in the true sense of the word. So these were all certain statistical or data points that we are all taking back about Toastmaster Amanda. But at the same time, there was a lot of emotionally rich content. In the place where I come from, you only have to speak a little better English than the other person, and you can be the teacher. And when my father saw what I did, he put me to train English to his staff. So, that was a right mix of both the logical pieces of information and the emotional content. The great start by asking a question. Have you all been in the place where you have had this question? I also had, which is how really will my future pan out? And ending so beautifully with a philosophy that I could make a career. I could convert my, work into art, YouTube channel, professional video editing. So great start, great conclusion, great peppering of language and body language in between. It's an icebreaker, so I'll refrain from giving too much of feedback, but I literally have only one thing, and it's a very simple thing. You could smile. You have a beautiful smile, and you've done that when you were interacting with us as an SAA. And if you could just smile a bit more because you had a lot of interesting content, it really would have elevated in the relatability of the speech. But nothing big, really. I look forward to hearing a lot more speeches. Summarily, a great speech for an icebreaker, and truly, you're just getting started. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amanda, for the opportunity. And over to you, Toastmaster Rahul.
Technically, it's over to me. Thank you.
Sorry, over to gender evaluator. I'm so sorry. Gender evaluator Pradyumna.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anita. Yeah. You have opened your headlines with a bang and pointed all the positives, and also you just give one improvement. Hope it is fruitful, Amanda. Yeah. I would one suggestion I would like to give. You have, of course, you have elevated and encouraged the icebreaker speaker, but you encouraged too much. Please cut short 2 to 3 commendations and limit them. So because even if you encourage too much, they will go over the top. So or they will get overwhelmed. Either they will get overconfident or they will get frightful for the next performance. So please limit them. That is the feedback I would like to give to you.
Sure, point noted. Thank you.
Now let's have our timers report. Toastmaster.
Hi. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, the reports are like this. Icebreaker speech by Amanda. Amanda have took 6 minutes 25 seconds. And table topic section. Sorry if I pronounce names wrongly. Sharavana took 2 minutes 27 seconds. And Archana have took 2 minutes 25 seconds. And Toastmaster Ritiksha have took 1 minute 57 seconds. And Toastmaster Bharti Sukumar took 1 minute 45 seconds. And Toastmaster Pratiksha have taken 1 minute 35 seconds. And Toastmasters Sindhu Suresh have taken 1 minute 41 seconds. And Toastmasters Satish have taken 2 minutes 8 seconds. And Toastmaster Amanda, I have taken 2 minutes 12 seconds. And evaluator Anita have taken 3 minutes 20 seconds. This is the report for today.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tejaswini, for a crisp timer report. Are there any disqualifications or any?
No, there is no disqualification.
Great. You have read the timings very crisp, and you have kept the timing decorum up. One suggestion I would like to give is please do present or show the data. So more than what we hear, we tend to remember what we see more. So please do practice it from next time.
Thank you for this suggestion, Pradyumna. I'll do it the next time.
Thank you. Now our accountants report by Anuma.
Thank you, Pradyumna. I'll quickly share the screen. So you can see the R counter report for today. I am not going to actually read out the number of R's and ums. All the speakers can have a look at the Excel. But what I want to focus as the R counter was something that happened, the techniques that were unintentionally used by the speakers, but used in a very good way to avoid the repetitive words and some filler words. For example, Toastmaster Amanda, in her prepared speech segment, how could she avoid using the repetitive words was by the voice modulation, by varying the two P's that is very important, that is the pitch and the pace. Her pitch and the pace could help her replace the repetitive words and words like well, so, like, but. Coming to Toastmaster Rahul, our Toastmaster of the day, there were few R's and ums, but he could avoid some repetitive words like well, like, but. Now, what was the technique unintentionally used by Rahul was because his thoughts were organized and his script was well practiced. So, because of that, he could avoid these words. Coming to Toastmaster Madhavi and our table topic speaker Shravan Kumar, the technique that helped them reduce the repetitive words was the slower rate of speech. That is very important as a speaker. If we are missing out on certain words, it is an extremely good way to slow down with our rate of the speech. Then coming to distinguished Toastmaster Kavita as the grammarian when she was explaining the role, there was a beautiful technique that was used where she was having some intentional short pauses when she was explaining the role between two sentences of her so that it would land with the audience with an impact. Now, coming to Anita, as an evaluator, a very beautiful technique used by her was a very tightened transitions between the statements that she was making. The tightened transitions helped her work on her repetitive words. And last but not the least, I would point out table topic speaker Toastmaster Bharati had only few ers and ers, but would not use any repetitive words and words like well, so, like, but, because between her statements, she took time to take short breath that helped her work on the repetitive words. So these are some of the techniques in our future meetings as speakers we can work on. This is a report from the R counter. Back to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Pradyumna.
Thank you, Anubha, for you have given a different angle point of view of our counters report. I guess you are the pioneer in finding the commendations in our counter report. And one suggestion I would like to give you is you are commending the speakers, not correcting. So the tone, if you could reverse the tone into a happy mode, that would be more impactful. Now, our grammarian to distinguished Toastmaster Kavita.
Thank you, General Evaluator Pradyumna. All of you need to clap for yourselves by sending the clap emoji because you use the word of the day 5 times in the meeting today and phrase of the day 2 times in the meeting today in the appropriate way of using it in the right context. So I appreciate all of you who used it. Yeah, to go about the good usages, I would like to point out that there were many good usages of phrases and words. For example, speaker one Amanda used the triad, the 3 questions she used in the opening of her speech. Then she used good phrases and very interesting phrases like opposites attract, beyond speaking and business, I have a deeper calling, I'm a songwriter. Feelings, translating feelings into lyrics. Life isn't a straight line. What makes you tick? These are very interesting phrases that can enhance the quality of your speech. She also used self reflection questions. However, I would like to point out a little correction in the way it was used. Was this really meant for me? Instead, I think she was intending to say, was I meant for this? This is my observation. I'm not sure what Amanda really had on her mind. She made a very good effort to structure the meeting, structure the speech very well, and it was peppered with good humor and a good sense of self-esteem. The Toastmaster of the day, the topic master of the day, used wonderful phrases in alignment with the theme. Trending story, exclusive news, all the reporters can make headlines, everyone has a story, and wonderful things that aligned with the theme. Kudos to all the topics that were given. They were really amusing. I so much wanted to come and speak over here. However, I was also busy noting down the points. With respect to the role takers, the timer can correct herself by saying a certain XYZ has took 3 minutes. Instead of that, you can use a grammatical phrase structure. Toastmaster XYZ has taken 3 minutes or took 3 minutes. Either of the variations are appropriate instead of has took. Coming to an appreciation for the R counter, Toastmaster Anubha. It was very clever of her to weave her R counter report into pointing out the good techniques that were used to minimize the R counts. I think that was something for all of us to take away, like General Evaluator also mentioned. Kudos to all of you who were dynamic speakers by bringing in the word of the day and the phrase of the day appropriately into your speeches. And keep doing it all the time. You improve your vocabulary and grammar. Thank you so much. Over to the General Evaluator, Pradyumna.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Kavita. Pointed out the corrections as well as the commendations as well. And yes, kudos to you all. You have managed to use the word of day and phrase of day. And a small request, Kavita. I think you already know, I think, but still let me reiterate. When pointing out the corrections, yeah, usually we don't practice taking the name of the person who did the error because they may get offended. Hope everyone did not get offended today because it's learning. So, yeah, that is a small request. Now, to evaluate overall, started from Sergeant at Arms, you had a loud voice and you have explained the rules and regulations clearly with a humble and nice soothing tone. I do not have any recommendations for this. As a challenge, apart from the guidelines, add something else to your script that would stand out and entertains the audience. The presiding officer, Anubha, you have called all the people, all the new members who have attended today to introduce themselves, and that was very nice of you that you kept them engaged and glued to the screen, as well as they felt that they are valued. And I think, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you missed the opening statement. The I, Anuba, the presiding officer, declare the meeting number open. You did. Okay, thank you. Maybe I lost this. And Toastmaster of the day, Rahul. You have got a great theme and engaged us with the news headlines. And we are into the news. The theme and content was very much interesting. One recommendation I would like to give you is get bring in the voice of the news reader as well. Of course, you had a good content, good delivery, and you had the spark of grabbing the attention of the audience. But the voice, where and the headline would be breaking news. The evaluator said Amanda, her speaker couldn't speak. So, yes, sometimes, okay, sorry, Amanda. Sometimes the headlines should have a huge high pitch note, and sometimes it should create the controversy. And when you put the voice and the lines in sync, it will grab the audience attention with very much effect. So that is one suggestion I would like to give. And similar suggestion goes for the table topics master, who have also brought in the headlines as table topics. Yes, you had the pitch and you have given the topics. And I request the speakers, yes, there I sensed in such a way that the topics might have sensed a bit of difficult, but the difficulty is needed for us to grow further. Because so for all the table topic speakers, your attempt was very well. And in general, one suggestion I would like to give you is when the headline was given with a high pitch, the audience also expect the news in the same similar pitch. So overall, today the game is all within the game. One point of improvement for everyone is a common point is the pitch in the table topics. And two, few people started with apologies. Please do never start with apologies. I'm sorry, please correct me if I'm wrong. No, don't. Just go ahead. They may forgive or not, but you are here to learn and to grab the attention of the audience and to keep them engaged. Your voice should be commanding instead of apologizing. And so please never apologize. And Toastmaster of the day, one thing particular to you. In the after general evaluation general evaluators introduction and tag team introduction, you said we do not have time, something like that. So in the beginning, never say that. You said lines like we are lagging behind. So never say that. Sometimes it is not in our hands that we may go off or we may go. Sometimes we may delay. Any role can delay at any point of time. That is not in our hands. But as a Toastmaster of the day, instead of mentioning it, find a way to so we can minimize that delay if the delay really happened. But never tell to the audience that we are lagging in time. Just find a way where can we minimize it. So overall, these are my observations, and I request everyone to come on the cameras so the speakers will be encouraged by seeing. If you are angry, show your anger expression on the screen. If you are bored, show the bored expression. If you are happy, so show that happiness. So, depending on your expression, the speaker molds their style of speech. So, that is the indirect, a silent feedback given by the audience. We would grab and try to improve so that we can keep you engaged. So, I request everyone to please do stay on cameras while in the meeting. So, overall, this is my report. Enjoyed the meeting. Common improvement terms are pitch, no apologize, stay on video. Incorporating this, and today we had pioneers of different styles of tag team report and evaluation as well as speeches. Overall, it's a great meeting. All the best for your future endeavors. Over to you, Toastmaster.
We have got one Toastmaster of the day. We have got only 4 voting, only 4 as casted vote. I would request everyone to go ahead and cast the vote. At minimum, we have to get 10 votes.
Yes, so you can just check out the message in the chat box and click on the link and please vote yourself.
To publish the report in today's newspaper, it's mandatory to vote. So please cast your votes. The link is in the chat box. And thank you very much for attending this wonderful meeting where we learned that best news isn't always what's happening in the world. It's sometimes someone receives a feedback on their speech and left the meeting with more confidence. Those are the stories worth celebrating. And thank you for making this day a newsworthy day. Back to you, presiding officer.
Thank you so much. A huge round of applause for our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rahul. Thank you for stepping in to take up this role. And with the most beautiful and exciting theme that we had for today, you are in the news. I think each one of us, as role takers and table topic speakers, we are definitely now in the headlines for the unique stories each one shared in today's meeting. A big thank you to all the role takers, Toastmaster Anita, for the wonderful evaluation our speaker, Toastmaster Amanda, has received. Toastmaster Pradyumna for the general evaluation. Definitely, as a team, we are going to take back the recommendations and we are going to implement it in our future meetings. The entire tag team, a special mention for Toastmaster Tejaswini. I want each one of you to give her a huge round of applause. The newest member of our club and the first role that she has taken today. And what a fantastic job, Toastmaster Tejaswini. I am looking forward to your icebreaker speech in the coming meetings for sure. And the grammarian for today, distinguished Toastmaster Kavita, I think she has left for the day. At the end moment, stepping in such a crucial role, it's a tough task to do. So kudos to her for stepping in and taking up the grammarian role. I'm sure I'm not missing out anybody. Our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Amanda. Every time she comes up on the stage and starts the meeting, it is a joy to listen to her and our table topic speakers. And now I'd like to request each one of you to please come on camera so that we can click a beautiful picture, please. Raja Priya, Shivi, Shravan, Satish.
Thank you all for casting the vote. Our presiding officer, Toastmaster Anupam, we got almost 14 members have voted, and our best table topic speaker is Toastmaster Shravan Kumar. I'll probably share, you can announce it on the chat. And there is a tie between our auxiliary role taker, our counter Toastmaster Anuba, and grammarian DTM Kavita. Thank you. Back to our presiding officer.
Thank you, Madhvi, for putting the poll in the group and announcing the result. So now it is time for me to officially declare meeting number 225 of the All Women and Entrepreneurs Toastmasters Club closed. And I am sure we are all going to see you in the next meeting, Tuesday, same time, 10 o'clock. We do have the meeting online on Zoom. But before I wind up, I would like to request our guests to come up and share your experience, please.
Can I go ahead?
Of course.
Yes, Shravan,
Yeah.
please go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much for voting me for a best table topics speaker. And all Women's Toastmasters Club meeting is one of the meeting I choose to join regularly. Not to participate, but at least I will listen like a radio. I switch on and then I keep doing my work, my daily work, and I keep listening what women want. I mean, what is the kind state of mind of current women? Are they aggressive? Are they compassionate? Or they, how they are thinking about the world? So that's the curiosity I had, and I do join and listen, and I never disappointed. All are I can see all emotions, all navarasas I can heard from from past meetings as well. Thank you so much for having me, and I looking forward to join your meetings in future as well. Thank you very much. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you. Thank you, Shravan. It's always a pleasure to listen to Shravan's table topic speeches. We have often heard him speak and hoping to see you in our future meetings, Shravan. Anita, yes, you wanted to say something. Go ahead, please.
No, I just love the table topics. See, of course, you align yourself to the theme and all, but then the kind of table topics where they were interestingly twisted. So I felt like everybody was so creative in the way they expressed about the table topics. So I love that. Yeah.
Definitely, I think our table topic master has brought a new version of table topics on stage, which makes us think that, okay, how can I, you know, relate a story with the headline that she mentioned? Okay, anyone else who wants to share something? Rahul, go ahead. You want to tell something?
No, I think thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be the team OD for today's meeting. And it was very interesting, um, especially the table topics. They were very funny and on spot. It was also followed with the theme of reporting, and speech was also wonderful. Only thing is, I think time, we are already past the time limit, or I'm not sure if it's 11:45 the last time. But overall, it's a wonderful meeting, very well structured, and kudos to all of you.
Thank you so much, Rahul. Definitely, we are looking forward to you taking more and more roles in our future meetings. We will definitely connect with you for that. So I think now we'll wind up declaring the meeting number 225 officially closed, requesting Amanda to stop the recording. I have already taken